y'all, Michelle de la Tienne. Thought I would bring you along today. It's Sunday, April 8th. I'm not sure when I'll get this video posted and edited and uploaded, but it's cold outside. It's turned off cold again. I don't know if this is our blackberry winter. It usually comes at the end of April, but maybe it came early this year, but it's too cold to do anything outside. So my choices were basically vacuum the house or make cookies. Well, cookies are winning out. I really want some cookies. Since I made the fig bars that I shared with y'all a little while ago, and I'll put a link to that video up, I saw another recipe on the same page in this cookbook. This is one of my favorite vintage cookbooks, called Raisin Crisscross cookies. So we're going to try those today, and let's real quick read you what's in here. It's going to be half a cup of shortening, and it says you could use part butter or margarine, and I'm going to kind of mix it up with some coconut oil and butter. 3/4 cups of sugar, one egg, half a teaspoon of lemon extract, 1 3/4 cups of gold medal flour. I'm going to say that's all purpose. 3/4 teaspoons of cream of tartar, 3/4 teaspoons of soda, that's baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and a cup of raisins. Okay, well, let me flip you around here and show you the ingredients right quick. Okay, now in place of the raisins, I saw Miss Booger making a video of making some granola in her air fryer. If you haven't checked out Booger 500 US's channel, please go do so. She does some incredible things in her DeLonghi air fryer. She, instead of just using plain raisins, had this berry and golden raisin mix, and it's got cranberries and raisins and cherries in there. So instead of just using raisins, I'm going to put those in there. I think that would be really good. As I said, instead of using shortening, I'm going to use half butter and half coconut oil. I don't know how well that's going to turn out, but we're going to find out and see. So everything else I've got out here, lemon extract, salt. I've still got to get the sugar ready. So let me get my hair pulled back, and we'll start making some cookies. Got the oven preheating it. So it's 400 for me, and that's 375 because I had to tone mine down just a little bit. Alright, we'll be right back. Okay, I've already got my butter and shortening all mixed together. I kind of overheated the butter trying to get it softened a little bit. And that may affect the outcome of the cookies, but I think they'll still taste good, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. The shortening, the coconut oil that I used was solid, and that helped to be able to cool it off a little bit. So I've got that mixed together, and we're going to add our egg. Let's see, make sure y'all can see. Okay, 1 egg. Mix that up, and I don't feel like pulling out the big mixer today, so I'm just going to get the hand mixer out here in just a minute. Okay, there's that. Let's get our lemon extract in there. It calls for half a teaspoon of lemon extract. That's 1 teaspoon, just a half. I'm going to go a little extra on there. Don't think it'll hurt anything. Alright, there's that. In here, got my flour. I just spooned my flour out. I've got the 1 3/4 cups of flour. And to this, I'm going to add, it wants 3/4 teaspoons of soda, so I could probably eyeball it, but I'm going to measure it out. So there's 3 of those. 1/4 of the salt, that, and 3/4 of cream of tartar. Cream of tartar, or however you want to say it. My husband likes to say cream of tartar. He's weird though. Guess we all are in our own way. And let's see how much of that I can get on the counter while I'm at it. Quite a bit, it looks like. Alright. So, with that, we're going to take a fork. And we're just going to kind of fluff it all up and all over me. Glad I went and put on an apron. Okay, get that mixed in. Alright, let me get the hand mixer out and we'll start adding this in. Alright, let's start adding a little flour in here and mixing it up. And I'll be speeding the camera up for this. Even though I'm struggling with this, let's get our fruit mixed in here. That's 1 cup of the cranberry raisin cherry mix, and I had a little nibble of that. Wow, that is a really big chunk that stuck together and doesn't seem to want to come apart. So, okay, that must be a cherry right there. Yep, that was a cherry. Okay, let's see. Okay, note to self, next time I make this, make it in a big mixer and don't melt your butter down so much. Alright, I'm going to say that's good enough. Let's see if we can form some cookies out of this. I may be rolling them up by hand here in a minute. Let's see what we can get done. Got some parchment paper on the cookie sheets here lined up. I don't have a fancy little cookie scoop, but we're going to use a spoon to, and you really can't see what I'm doing, can you? These really should be drop cookies, but since I messed up, we're going to have to kind of form them a little bit because they're a little crumbly. My fault. Once you put them together, they seem to hold together really well, but this is apparently a dry batter. Here's my finished sheet that I'm fixing to put in the oven. Like I said, the temperature was set says to set it at 400. I've got mine at 375 because my oven runs hot. And we're going to put them in for 8 to 10 minutes. I'm going to put the timer on for 4 minutes so I can check these and flip them around to make sure they get baked more evenly. So we'll be back when we have some cookies out of the oven, if I haven't burned them to a crisp. Alright, I only got 2 trays out of this, about a couple of dozen. Well, actually minus 1 on the second dozen. And if I'd finished reading the directions on these, we were already supposed to roll them out like we did, because it is a crumbly, dry batter, not as moist for drop cookies. So I was supposed to take a fork and dip it in flour and crisscross on the top of these, hence the name Raisin Crisscross cookies. But silly me didn't finish reading, so I did flatten these out a little bit with a spoon. So they would bake a little bit easily. These got a little over brown in there trying to get them done, but I didn't burn them, thank goodness. So these just came right out of the oven, so they're still pretty hot. So we're gonna let these cool off, and we'll do a taste test here in a little bit on some of these and let you know how we like them. We may have to revisit these in the future and see if I can actually do it like you're supposed to. Okay, these have been cooling for a little bit, so let's give one of these a try. This one right here, I'm gonna pull it out. It's a little overcooked and not bad though. Got done on the inside. Let's see how they taste. I was concerned that the lemon extract, that it wouldn't be enough, but you can definitely taste the hint of it in there. It's really good. It's a little crunchy because this one was a little overcooked, but it's tasty. Let's see if we can get to a softer. Buttery. I can't tell any difference between using shortening and coconut oil in this as a replacement for say Crisco or whatever shortening you like. I'm glad I chose to do the mixed fruit. I really like these. Are like little miniature scones. to me, is what they remind me of. So I will definitely be making these again. These ought to keep well throughout the week. Be great to pack in my lunch. Got to be well, I don't know if they're healthier for me, but there was a note that you can do these with chocolate instead of putting raisins or the mixed fruit like I did in there. Used miniature chocolate chips instead, so you could kind of turn them into chocolate crisscross cookies. And like I said, next time I make them, I will do the little flattening them out. So, but I'm glad they turned out. I'm going to enjoy these throughout the week. Might need to double the recipe if I wanted more, because it really didn't make a whole lot. So anyway, thank you for coming along on this with me. Hope you give this recipe a try. I will put the directions below, the ingredients in the directions below for these, in case you want to try them, because this definitely is a nice different taste. Instead of using vanilla extract, using the lemon extract. I really like that, and that's what attracted me to the recipe to begin with. So let me know if you do try these or plan on trying these. And I'd appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I'll answer you as soon as I possibly can. Happy cooking, folks. Take care.